Merry Christmas. It's a beautiful morning here in sunny Florida. And I just wanted to come on and wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Let me give some people some time to get in. Very impromptu live this morning on Christmas morning. And of course, I praise God for the birth of the Savior. Everybody's probably with their families, and that's okay. We're just going for a walk and talk and walk and talk. Wish everybody a Merry Christmas, grace and peace. It's a beautiful day. Welcome to Hopology, the study of hip hop. Talk about that one Christmas classic from Curtis Blow, Christmas rapping. Morning. Well, for me, Christmas definitely ain't about a white dude in a red suit. That's just for me. It's definitely about unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. That's the real meaning of Christmas. But Curtis Blow made a great song nonetheless. Great song. See who's up in here. Happy holidays. What's good? I'm still not sure how to say your name, girlfriend. But shout out to one of my channel members who's up in the building. Thank you so much. Let me shout out. Let me shout out the channel members, man, for their support this year and helping the channel. And yeah, those guys really, went above and beyond in support of the channel, in support of the content. And so shout out to all of my channel members. Exclusives coming your way. 2026 is going to be that year where we drop the exclusives for the channel members. And let me just remind you, we have some upcoming lives that are coming up. Just go into the live tab on the channel and you'll see the lives that we have coming up. We're going to be doing a special hip hop tribute to Tyrone Fly Ty Williams of Cold Chilling Records, who has passed away recently. And they're going to be doing his wake and celebration in January. So we're going to take some time to honor him. He was somebody that I counted as a friend, though we did not know each other that long. But, every time I spoke to Ty, he was gracious. He was so insightful. I was a good brother. And so we want to give honor to whom honor is due. Mother. Okay. Mother Glow Up. I got it now. Mother glow up. I got it now. Here we go. But thank you so much for the support, the inspiration. And then we have, some really, really good interviews that are going to be coming up um, as well. So check out the live section in the channel. I think we got 4 or 5 interviews coming up in the new year. We're going to be focusing on those interviews and doing interviews. And of course, I'm focused on writing the book, as that will be releasing December 25th next year. On this day next year, the book, Hip Hop History, Origins, and Elements, will be releasing. And I'm believing that it's going to be a great read. I'm believing it's going to be a great, great resource for those who want to try and get this story as straight as we can. I'm not saying that I'm the only one that's telling the story. I'm saying we have to dig deeper than what we've dug. And that's what it is. And that's what it is. So, that's going to be coming out soon, next year, actually. Let me think. Hey, if you have not seen The Bronx, the Home of Hip Hop, the re-edited version, please go and check that out. It's doing well, 14,000 views and climbing. If you have not seen the very important documentary, The Latin Breakdown, Hip Hop's Latino Connection, I want to encourage you to watch that. And we're going to do one of those lives that we're going to do is actually on the 31st. We're going to be doing a hip hopology year in review. And so we're going to be going through some of the major highlights of the year. And that is going to be fantastic. And again, shout out to everybody who supports. Shout out to those who are here to learn. Right? We always have to be people that want to be learning, right? Leaders are readers. Leaders grow. Leaders, if you call yourself a leader, you got to be about that learning. You got to be about getting into those books. You got to be about going to the next level, right? And so we want to take this channel to the next level and use this as a resource. Forgive me for not looking at the camera. I just don't want to fall because I'm walking. So I'm looking at my steps. But we want this to be a resource, a place where people can come and get archival information about this culture that we call hip hop. Yes, yes, yes. 18th letter. What's up, man? He said, how do you feel about where hip hop is today compared to back then coming up in the 80s? Yeah, hip hop is definitely lost. It's no slight on anybody. It's just lost. It's crazy to me when we watch, the shows on YouTube, whether that's shows that feature people going into certain hoods across America. It's basically the same thing. It's basically rappers rapping, talking about what they got with money, and then and it's lost its essence. And as far as I'm concerned, there's really a small remnant of hip hop culture um, in the world. I think the dudes overseas are keeping it alive, but what we're talking about is really rap culture. And that's just not that's not cutting it. That's not cutting it. True teacher, what's up, man? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. All right. Yes, the only good hip hop came from the East Coast. Let me switch my camera angle. But yeah, you're right. That is really the only hip hop that was really the true essence of the culture was the East Coast, definitely. So I'm on my walk, y'all. So once I get to my destination, I'm gonna be tuning off. But I just wanted I couldn't not come on Christmas. Wish you guys a very Merry Christmas. Once again, shout out to all my channel members who are here and who will be tuning in later. Shout out to y'all. If you have not checked out the recent interviews that we have done, please go to the channel and go check out those interviews, as they are very, very important interviews. Okay? One of the things I'm planning on doing in the new year is taking maybe about a week. Believe me when I tell you, I know it's going to take longer than a week, but taking about a week to work on a new documentary where I'm going to actually go to New York City and film at the locations where many of the jams happened, film key pivotal people in New York City. Before that, I'm going to need some really, good equipment. But again, you know me, as long as I got what I have in my pocket, as long as I got a camera, I'm going to film. So whether I have it or not, I'm going to use what I have and work the magic in post editing. Okay. So that's coming up in the new year. I'm going to be traveling to New York, possibly in the summertime, and going and filming. This will not be a long documentary, but it will be a good documentary. And just talking to some key pivotal people, visiting places like Bronx River, visiting places like Bronxdale, visiting the location of Mom and Pop's Disco, visiting the locations of the clubs in the 70s, the Kontiki, the Fresh, the Footsteps, the Ruby Foo, visiting some of the parks, Echo Park, 23 Park, 63 Park, Rosedale Park. I was visiting these locations. I'm leaving stuff out, and then talking to some key people in New York that are in New York, and just going right to the sources and interviewing them and talking with them. And not sure what it's going to be really wrapped around. I'm not sure if it's going to be, tied around a certain theme yet. But we'll see. We'll see as we get closer to that, right? So, yeah, you know what it is. The street right here. Let's see who's in here. Incredible Hulk, what's up, man? Shout out to my man, the Incredible Hulk. for his support. David, I've been seeing your stuff, man, so don't think I'm ignoring you. Just, a lot going on. Definitely Poe Park. Yes. Yes. See, I knew I was missing stuff. So Poe Park, um, again, want to visit the places where Wild Style was filmed. I want to go to where the Black Door was. Excuse me. Gotta love live TV, especially when you're about to have a sneeze attack. But so where the Black Door was, where the Dixie was, all of those places. Webster PAL, gonna visit these monuments. Um, and definitely do some of that. Leiden Spite. I'd like to be on your production team. Well, I appreciate that, Leiden. You can, text me more or message me more about your information, what you do. That would be great. Very careful about who's on the team. So, yeah, just let me know a little bit more about yourself and all of that good stuff. 131 High School, PS 100 Park. Yeah. So, yeah, so once that happens, I'll be filming once I get there and taking people on a journey to these places. And actually, it might not be in a traditional documentary style. A lot of people now are doing work where one of the great ones is Queen's Flip, and Queen's Flip is really just taking the camera out and just filming. And he's walking, he's talking to people, he's just filming. I'm sure he's editing, but it's just really just the footage, him talking to people, getting interviews. That's how I might do it. For instance, I might, meet up with, God willing, with Charlie Rock, meet up with Randy, meet up with Frank Rojas, meet up with Truth Teacher, meet up with, B-Boy London, meet up with Speedy, you know, meet up with Trixie, and go to these key locations and have them, talk about these key locations as we're filming, and then they might just be in certain segments and episodes. I definitely want to go to Crotona Park during the Crotona Park jams. Um, possibly getting a piece with Kaz on the history of the Crotona Park jams. Would definitely love to meet with Pop Master Fable and get that history of, the tools of war, all of that. So it'll probably be that. And for that, you really don't need expensive, drawn out equipment. Really just need a good camera and good lighting. Lighting is the key. It's all about lighting. And so that's probably what I'm going to do. Just have a tripod and just a good camera and get that footage. You know. So yeah, I'm almost at the crib. So we'll do some of that stuff. And definitely, want to definitely, hopefully, man, I got some other interviews that are coming up. Telling me my battery's low, but I got some other interviews that are coming up soon. Some on the wish list. Coca Rock and Lucky Bling. We got the interview coming up with MCTNT. That's coming up. We got the interview coming up with MC Sticky. You got to hear that one, because that goes back. That goes back to the 118 days. That goes back to the 129 days. This is a juggernaut within the music industry. But those are coming up. But then, some of the wish list is Coca Rock, Lucky Bling. Definitely when I get to New York, want to go hang out with my man Joey O. We'll go and do some tours of where he made his bones. All of that, man. All of that. Go to where the Ghetto Brothers were, the clubhouse. Just film, man. It's just gonna be a walking tour film type thing. Once I get the footage, I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with it as that happens. But listen, guys, have a very merry Christmas. Very Merry Christmas. May God bless you, keep you, and going into this new year, drama free, man. We're just going to create the content and let people say what they say. Grace and peace, man. My channel supporters, I appreciate you. Be on the lookout for exclusive content in 2026. Peace.